Hey, Mom. So I'm going to I'm going to transplant the tomato starts. I've already done one, and then I realized I better start recording before Mom gets after me. So, anyways, I'll take you through and show you everything once they're all done, but I just thought you might want to watch as I plant this one, okay? This thing's resting. Yikes. Anyways, let's get started. Alright. So normally I come in here and I really try to clean out everything around it, but you know, these things need to get in the ground, and I'll address everything else once that happens. Trying to keep the hole exposed because I want to put them right back in the same spot, but I don't want to disturb the dirt around the holes. You know. Anyways. Oh, it actually rained. I think sometime this morning I'm hitting a rock. There are so many rocks in this ground. It's crazy. Alright, I lost my hole. I think it's right there. Uh-oh. Well, I lost that hole. Oh. Oof. Anyways, we got some rain this morning. It wasn't a lot. It wet everything down, but you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but this is pretty dry right there. Okay, I gotta get the water going because it takes me forever to go through and water each plant individually. And with a drip, it will go down to the roots, you know. It will soak down. With me watering, we're not getting that, you know. I'm just trying to rough up the dirt around it. I would have gloves on, but I left them out, not realizing it was going to rain. And they're soaking wet, so I have another pair somewhere. I'm just not going to, I just want to get these in the ground. So anyways, let me just make sure I hit the start button because that would be horrible if I didn't. Yep, we're going. Okay. So I'm trying to rough up the ground as deep as I can because it's pretty tight. I want to make it easy on these tomato plants to spread their wings and fly. Okay, I'm just going to keep my eye on that hole and stay away from it. Okay. That is as good as I'm going to get this little hand shovel. Alrighty. As I go, I pull out crap that I don't want in there. Alright, so here we go. So this is what I do. I'm not saying everyone has to do this or you should do this. This is what I've done since I started growing, and it's worked for me. And so, you know what they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Anyways, I try to get the large clumps away. Now, I'm gonna throw some Biotone in there, which is basically an organic starter plant food. It helps the roots develop and branch out rather than kind of stay where they were in the pot if they're root bound. Anyways, it's just a healthy start. It's organic, and I don't know about. Oops, way too much. Well, oh well, there you go. Anyways, I put that in, put a handful of compost, and then I mix everything up. I don't know where to put my hooter. Okay. So I make sure to incorporate natural soil in real good. Make room for the mater. Actually, I might have to dig a little more. Okay. Oh, that got soft there. Okay, good. Actually, I think we're good. All right. Whoa. Alrighty. So now, got it all mixed up and loosened up. I want to give the tomato a very deep rooting. You can do that with tomatoes. I'm not an expert on tomatoes. I rarely grow them because we don't really eat them, but I'm going to do a lot of canning this year. Oof. I can't sit like that for long. Huh? Okay. So this is the Martino's Aroma Tomato. And we're going to put that right there. And we're just basically going to push all this back. Break up the clumps if we can. Get it all in there. Oops. Okay. You don't want any air pockets, so. And then, oops, oh shit. Okay. And then I use, depending on what the plant is, I use an appropriate also Espoma fertilizer, but in this case I'm going to use the tomato. Hold on. Got it. Anyways, I'm going to use the tomato tone. Okay. You can also use this on peppers. Well, you can use it on anything. These tones, while some of them are specific, they go across the board, really, honestly. So, anyways, I love Espoma product. I got turned on to Espoma by, by Laura over there at Garden Answer. And I just love that channel. Before I got a diagnosis, we were on furlough because of, COVID, and I was really having a hard time because everybody kept telling me I'm fine, doctors, that is. When I used to talk about it when I was younger, so I'm putting a little bit more compost on top of that ring of tomato fertilizer, and I'm gonna just basically scratch it in together. So anyways, a lot of times, as a woman in a construction field where you're actively building alongside the other men, you feel the need not to address things and just live with things. You just, like for me, I assumed everybody worked with this pen. But I loved what I did for a living, and I enjoyed it, and never realized that I was actually undiagnosed. Okay, so I mixed all that in, pressed it in. I'm actually going to even bring that up a little bit higher around the, there we go. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta grab some straw. All right. It's just not in my nature to plant something with all this crap growing so close to it. Yikes. Now I'm gonna actually then I put the straw around the baby for two reasons. One, to help keep moisture in the soil. And also, you know, my eyes can see that clearly and know that I don't want to step there. Whew. I can't tell you how many times I've stepped on one of my melons over there in the tunnel. Anyways, okay. Martino's Aroma Tomato. This is going to be a great paste tomato. So we'll see how it does. It seems to be a slow grower, but these seeds are pretty old. The other ones are not. These I think were for 2022. Anyways, alright, well, I'm gonna get to work, and when I'm done, I'll throw a little short video up showing you all of them together. But for now, did I save that? I lost the hole. Did I really lose the hole? Maybe it was over here. Ah, crap. Oh, right there. There's the hole right there. Okay. Actually, I'm going to put the... Ow. I might take a little break. I don't know if you can see that, but my hands are pretty swollen right now. Where's the cage? Oh. All right, here we go. So the hole, I'm actually going to get a different cage, one that's not rusting. Oh, shoot. Okay, I guess they're all in some for the, you know, I store them outside, and that's, I shouldn't do that. Let me see if I can find that hole again. Oh, there it is right there. Okay. Yep, there we go. All right. Yeah, I don't want any rust on my plants. That's good. That one's good. Let me see. I have another one. Okay, I found one. I'm gonna have to find some solutions for this rust. Get rid of it, fix them back up, and store them properly from now on, or I'm gonna have to get these either way. Oops. Maybe that's part of the problem. Okay, there. Now we're good. All right. Now we had a lot of good rain, and I watered these really well. so I'm not going to water it in right yet. I'm going to wait until I'm done. I got 2 more to go. Whew. Let me hold on a minute. Okay, so that's the Martino's Roma. And the one I planted earlier is the Prairie Fire tomato. It's like a yellow and orangey looking large grape tomato. So, anyways, okay. I'm gonna go take a break and eat some breakfast. Get rid of these weeds. What a mess out here. These weeds and excuse me, volunteer calendula. Goodness. I'm about ready to transplant my bee balm outside. I got my onions out here. This is a strawberry patch. All leveled out, but you know, I was cleaning the dirt really good here. And then Brett did not. So I think we're gonna have a lot of grass growing. Oh, I see an old strawberry plant. Whoa. There was a lot of these. You see that, you think, oh God, is that a dookie? But as soon as you see the orangey part, you know it's not. Their roots are rather orange. They go down really deep. Anyway, so I'm going to have to get in here and clean this up, but I'm not going to do that without gloves. Plus, I need to get rid of the grass over there. I need to get rid of that grass. And I need to capture, probably from the edge of the, where'd it go? Oh, I can't really see well in the camera. Probably from the edge of this chive. I want to take all that grass out. Maybe even beyond the blueberries. But that will give, because I can't just plant the corn right up against the pomegranate. That thing is doing just spectacular. So I'm going to have to, at least for the corn, I mean, I could probably, actually, I could put the corn over here. Oh, but that's where I want to do the onions. I could put the corn over here, take all of that space where those calendulas are. All that stuff, the hollyhock and the calendulas are coming out. And if I claim all of that space, I could then do corn over here and peppers and onions over here. Okay, I'm glad I didn't get ahead of myself and start planting onion, because that's what I was going to do after I do the tomatoes. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to do. Because taking the lawn out is a big project, and we've been at this for a lot of months now. As soon as it started warming up, we started trying to get all this out. But it was a big project, just taking all those cages out, clearing the cages, and getting the roots out, and it's okay. I'm just out there walking around, so I'm taking you with me. Look at the sweet peas have flowers on them. Getting ready to pop out some yummies. You know, it's interesting because that cucumber right there does really well. I mean, it's doing really well. It looks good. It doesn't look like it's struggling. It's about to start growing up the tunnel. Let's see here. Where are we at? So that one is doing well. This one is also doing well, but not quite as good as that. And as each one you go down the row with, It just gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And they all were planted on the same day, and they were all the same size when they were planted. Isn't that interesting? I wonder if maybe that one gets a little bit more morning sun than the rest, because we have these ginormous junipers, and they cast a wide shadow across this yard in the morning. I don't like it because, honestly, a lot of these plants love the morning sun, you know? Anyways, let me tell you, update. All these beans that are growing, I am probably tomorrow going to focus on the side. I've got all the cages out. I just got to get the roots out and level out the dirt. And then I'm going to transplant all of these beans over to this side. And they will grow, and they will go all the way up and over. I don't know if they're going to go that far, but they do go up into about here. So they like a lot of growing space. Anyways, I'll look at our blueberry. These are the new ones. The Jubilee, Southern Jubilee High Bush. They really are just pushing a lot of growth. And I would cut those red parts off. But on this one, it had so many like that, and I just left it alone. And guess what? Boom. Growth. Life. Pushing berries. I mean, forget about it. I'm not touching any of those things. You know, I'm just going to let it do its thing, root in, and then next year, I think we're going to have a really good crop. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, like we got a total of maybe 20 berries between the two of these two dwarf top hats, okay? Now, just look at how many berries are on this tree. I mean, this bush. I'm just kidding. If I'm gonna drink beer, I'm a Bud Light girl. Or Corona with lime. Wow. I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a dwarf. This one, after all it went through last year, I told you about it. Boom. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So some of them I do need to trim, so I'll cut right above, like for instance this right here. I'll zoom you in so you can see. So I will cut right above the leaves and off that. But for the most part, looks like the tips here didn't quite make it. Oops, crud. So, whoops, where are we at? Right there. Looks like the tips of those didn't make it. Okay, here's one that I can show you that I left. Oops, what's happening here? Why can't I? Alrighty, where to go? Okay, so right here, this thing was like that pretty much all the way down. And I almost cut, and it had, like, the majority of them were like that. And I almost cut them all off, and I'm glad I didn't. But now at this point, I know where I need to make my cuts. But I'll wait until after, you know, it's done blooming and pushing berries. It's doing really well. We're going to get more berries on this one than we got all season long last year off the two. So, I'm really looking forward to it. And, you know, I didn't mean to make a tour video, but in case you're going to see Dad, tell him I say hey, that we love him and we're praying for him. And look at all that garlic and bok choy and broccoli and cauliflower and the other blueberry. And what's this? Cabbage. And that is either lemon or lime basil. It's very interesting how, if you, let me zoom you in so you can see better. So we have, that's one raspberry behind that black shepherd's hook thing. One raspberry, but that one was like a surprise, and I don't think they realized it was in there. It was really small, and I put it in thinking, well, if it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, so what? But this one right here, let me see, where are we? Okay, that one right there is doing very well. Sorry, I almost tripped. That one right there is doing very well. And then we got that little guy. Wait a minute. Did I miss one? One, two. Oh, there's only two after that. Okay, and then, okay, so then we got this one. And that one I showed you earlier. Okay. Yeah, they must get some kind of extra sun before the others do. And I'm not sure, I don't know exactly how the shade goes here, but I do know the house shades this stuff before anything else, so that's why I put my bok choy and stuff in here. Anyways, all right. I swear I'm gonna hang up the phone now. All right, let me zoom back out. Look at, oh, I gotta show you this before I let you go. You're gonna crack up. So I dug this hole. I dug this hole for that Catalpa. Okay, it's going in the ground, and I would really love it to shade my greenhouse from the brutal afternoon sun. Okay, in any event, I dug this hole, and the gophers filled it back up. And I just want to know, where the hell did all that dirt come from? And now I got to dig that dirt up again. I think I'm going to stuff some of those big rocks I found, because there's a pretty big tunnel that goes through here. But I think I'm going to dig. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do. I really don't want to put rocks in the ground. I've been pulling them all out. It's not necessarily good for the roots. But, yeah, that's got to come out, because the Catalpa is going in the ground. That sucker is going to get big, and it's going to get big fast. And so I decided that's where it's going. And guess whose window is right there and will be opened and enjoying the beautiful smell that I anticipate coming from this Catalpa. Okay. Oh, did I tell you I'm going to make a succulent arrangement in this bird bath? I'm going to drill some holes in the bottom so that, you know, if it rained, it can drain. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'll take you along on the ride for that one. There's our artichoke. It's in a cage, and I really want to pull it out because I think it's suffering being in that cage. I just, you know, as it throws new foliage out, the stuff on the bottom just dies off, and it's like, what the hell's going on, man? I've never had such a problem with artichokes, but here we are. But I've got two in the greenhouse that I need to find a spot for. Once I get the Catalpa in, I think I'm gonna capture from the back end of the Catalpa back for, I know I'm going to do a bee balm here, and I think I'm going to do a bee balm on the other side as well, but I think that I can put, let's see here, what do I got? Yeah, I think I can put the two artichokes right here and be good, because I'm looking for vining plants. You know, I actually have one that is going to go right there, but it's fine. Honestly, it's fine. It's going to take them a while to get there, and so the artichokes will be big enough to stand their ground. Okay. I swear, Mom, that's it. Let me come in here to the greenhouse. Oh, my goodness. I feel like I'm wearing high-heeled boots because I have so much mud on them. Oh, I'm a mess. Anyways, okay, Mom. And Dad, in case you show him this, y'all have a good day. I love you. And we all love you and miss you. Okay. Bye.